What's up, gang? Let's do an updated walkthrough. This is the KingCade location at Oak Park Mall. Some of the games aren't on yet. I just flipped this on real fast to get a walkthrough before we open up. This one I pulled the computer on. It all of a sudden wasn't booting. It's not a battery issue. It was the motherboard. The capacitors on it had started to bulge, and it looks like they're starting to bulge on the video card as well. But these Fast and Furious games, they have really bad not monitors, really bad computers in them, I think. It just gets too hot. So if you have one of these, make sure you pull out your PC and blow out all the dust and clean your fans really well, and it'll go a lot farther. This one just put an LCD in it. It had the monitor. I think that one needs to be focused too. The monitor that was in it would not sync, and there was a part that was on it. I can't remember what the part was, but it went out, and the only way to get one is off of another monitor like that. And if I have one that was working, I'm not going to steal it off of it. So we put it in an LCD for now. I have tons and tons of CRTs to fix once I get caught up. Let's see, the Cruising Row, Off-Road. What's that? I wanted to call it Dirt Dash, Ridge Racer. And over here, this one was new last time, Strike Force. And we got it next to Defender. I have Stargate, but I'm not done working on the board yet. The play choice is new. This is the newest game on the last trip. No, I think they got this while I was at home. Let's see what games we have on here. So we have baseball, Double Dragon. There is no blank spot. I think that is Excite Bike. So I probably need to push that in a little better. Mario 3, Wrestling, Mario 2, Russian Attack, Rad Racer, Castlevania, and RC Pro-Am. I have some others, and I also have the retro USB to put in there, but it's so many games, it's just easier to keep that to 10 because people get lost looking for just one game to play. Alien vs. Predator has held up since I worked on it day one, a year and a half ago. Have the board pulled for this. It's really just an edge connector issue. So many added layers of solder to the edge connector to get it to make a connection has made it where the one end is really fat and the other end is really small. So these pins in the middle aren't getting good contact. And I got some copper tape and stuff. We're gonna fix that up. We actually have two of them that have the same problem. Turtles in Time, same thing. Need to get a CRT in it and some side art. This isn't the right cabinet, I don't think, but it is fine for now. I think this one is just, yeah, this one's just straight Miss Pac-Man. Okay, here's the Tron. The Tron, they said, was having problems. He couldn't start a game, and it was really, really simple. Oh, let's see. One of these here for the control panel just wasn't pushed in all the way. It was the only problem. Now I have put a working light here, and then a fuse blue for one of those in the monitor. And I tried a different starter and it happened again. So I'm gonna do some kind of retrofit mod with some kind of a modern light. It's not. I don't want to lose my monitor. I don't want to take it out just to have the lights here. Even though this is awesome, I'm just gonna find another way to do that. And this week, this is one of the games that we're gonna take to Comic-Con. Hopefully, gonna get to clean it up a little bit better than it is. But I want to do that mod. That's I wish I could give him credit. I didn't think about talking about it at all. You take out this back panel, or no, you leave the panel. You take out this art that's back here. And an LCD screen fits right here, like perfectly, and it actually will hang off the wood that's up here, so you don't have to do anything invasive. But then you can put like a media player or thumb drive to the monitor and have it play movie scenes and stuff there, which would be a little distracting, but I think it'd be very, very cool. So I'm gonna try to get that done for Comic-Con, which I gotta have the games done by day after tomorrow. Most are done. This one, I think this is a RAM problem. and I have not got a chance to pull that board and check that at all. But I think I can fix that. I think this is just a 60-in-1 board, but it is the Aladdin's Choice, Aladdin's Castle arcade cabinet, which is pretty sweet. Bionic Commando, POW, Centipede, Mario Brothers, that's in the DK Junior. Shadow Dancers, one that I made a few trips ago. Zaxxon still holding up. I never had to do anything to that. Never touched it once. Frogger, Arkanoid. We got the little Robotron, Joust combo, and then this Double Dragon used to kill monitors. I think it ate 3 or 4 CRT monitors before I just quit putting them in here and just put the LCD in it. I was like, you know what? You are not wasting any more. This one, I could have swore I pulled this chassis and capped it, but it's really, really dull. So I'm gonna pull that and check that, and it could be the B+. The Nicktoons is off because where you plug in the power cord to the back of it, there's some loose stuff on the inside of the cabinet that's sparking, so I have it all unplugged now until I can rewire the incoming power for that. I'm gonna make sure it's nice and new. Okay, we have a dark bad dudes. That's weird. I was just fine a minute ago. RoboCop. This is another one of our games that doesn't like to boot up with everything. It doesn't have a power switch in there. I just turn it off and turn it back on, and it's fine. This is, of course, a Mario Brothers wide body cabinet. So RoboCop is going to come out of there eventually. This is Marvel vs. Capcom, but it's really Pandora's Box 49 or something. I don't know what this is called. SVC Chaos, SNK versus Capcom. Pick a name so I can tell you guys. This is another game. I have not touched this since day one. This is one of the monitors that they told me was junk, and all it needed was adjusting. I swear, like I never even capped that or anything. It looks great. This one was another one that was like that. Looks like missing red. I have to pull that and check that one out. This monitor I don't like. But this one I got to work on today. The joysticks. Somebody really got to town on that one. That's not a big deal. Black Tiger, Mortal Kombat needs a battery. Dungeons and Dragons needs a 4-player cabinet. And Captain America's fine. These guys all play fine except for the one with the joysticks falling through. Got a Rampage. Here's another monitor. This one still looks pretty good. Once I adjusted this for grand opening, I haven't touched it since. It still looks fantastic. And this is Lethal Enforcers. This monitor all of a sudden won't sync and will be out for like 10-20 minutes. You turn it off and back on, it's fine. But I'd say this one here I have worked on because I didn't realize that color palette was supposed to be like that. All right, so I recapped the board or recapped the monitor and before I watched the gameplay on YouTube. This is another one, colors just aren't quite right. So I'd like to ideally get in there and recap it and then readjust everything from square one with the test pattern generator. But you know, I'm not gonna get a chance to do it with all of these monitors. My thoughts on this one, it's the DVD reader or whatever. If you switch them, the game works fine. You can switch any part you want, it'll work fine. But if you switch that player, it will not. Now, I've read in the forums, I've talked to people who've replaced them before and got exact part numbers and got them and can't get it to work. We even had a computer guy who was a specialist come out and he was like, it's the power supply. I'm like, man, look around. I'm like, power supply's first thing I checked. But I'm gonna let him put another power supply in it because I know that's not gonna work. But the thing I wanna say about this is I'm gonna go ahead and pull this CRT while it's for a year, it's been sitting here not working. And I'm gonna put this in either Probably in Virtual Cop. I think I'll put it in that. Because we have Virtua Fighter 2, but I can put an LCD in that one for now. Police Trainer, another monitor that still looks pretty good. Got some blue bleeding out here. We adjusted this one time before open. This one never touched. They bought it from somewhere, came in, got placed, and never touched it, not even the guns or anything. I do need to play it and check it and make sure it's good to go. And this one's Target Tear. I don't think we've had any problems with this one either. And I think we have another one of these at the warehouse, or either that or we have another one over at the other arcade. Zombie Revenge. This is another one they brought in, dropped off. I never touched. I don't know anything about it, actually. I didn't even play it. I thought it was a gun game, so it shows what I know. Big Buck Hunter. I don't remember. We had several Big Buck Hunters and they move around all the time, but I think this is one of the original ones they got. Terminator 2 is fairly new. They had something that was wrong with this, and it was something that was really, really simple as well. It was something inside the coin door. I can't see at the moment. It was something really silly, and the game came on. Ocean Hunter, really, really popular. I'm not familiar with it, but I play it with Derek's son a lot. Let's see what we got. Guitar Hero, just need to turn on. Still need to fix one of the guitars. Same problem as I used to have with the arcade I used to work at, is these chords get dropped, and right at the base of the guitar, it breaks the wiring. And to find a USB cable to replace it with that will fit through the ends of this part is a little difficult, because you have 5 wires in there. And I think it's one of those things where I have all this stuff and I just get frustrated before I get it done and move on to something else. Afterburner, I'm just not satisfied with that monitor either. It's a little washed out. But I'm also doing this, I don't have my contacts in, so I'm critiquing what my monitors look like, and I can't really even see them. That's everything out front. Let's jump in the back and I'll show you what we have working on back there. Okay, this is just kind of like one of our little storage areas. All these racks are filled with either toys, like this is all kinds of good G.I. Joe stuff, and there's a bunch of VHS over here. They actually do sell, which is crazy. I have down there, I have a ton of monitors up on the shelving. This Big Buck Hunter, it had a hard drive issue. Other than that, it's good to go. I got the flash card adapter instead of a hard drive. I just got to install that and get it going. That one will go, I think this one's going to go to the arena out in the main hallway, not in the arcade. There is the Virtual Cop there, just needs a monitor, Defender. I'm working on the boards. That'll be for the arena location. Here's the second Space Invaders for the arena. And I can't tell what that is. See, it's a shooter. Operation Wolf, probably. And then this is the Mad Dog 2 cabinet. It's an original cabinet. It's super rare. So if any of you guys have this board and are trying to redo this game, I don't think we're going to try to find that board and do that. So I'd like to pass it on to somebody who is going to try to bring that back to life. That'd be pretty cool. It obviously was converted to a Area 51 or something at some point. That's Steel Gunner. I think it was super cheap. It's basically an empty cabinet. Let's see what we have back here. All right, so here's the Caveman. Apparently impossible to repair. Impossible. I got really, really far on this, and I almost had it. Well, I had it playing completely, and I just had crap on the screen, and but it was getting something, and that was without even knowing anything about this game or anything. And ever since I started researching it and trying to bring it back and do what everybody's saying, yeah, it's making it worse. And now it works less than when I started. Yeah, monitors are pretty much just everywhere. It's not like Todd Tuckey's place, but we have, so I just brought in today a rebuilt monitor for this. It's either going to be Donkey Kong or Donkey Kong Jr. for Comic-Con. And then I also have one for Popeye. And let's see, here's one here. And there's my Fast and Furious computer. So I've fixed the board because the board wasn't working. Then, well, first I fixed the power supply because the power supply was putting out low voltage. And then I rebuilt that one and I guess and Popeye. Oh, no, the cocktail table, that's what I'm thinking. I rebuilt both power supplies. This one works now. It's gonna go to the mall. So this one I rebuilt the power supply, and then I was getting something on the screen, but not the game and no sound. And so I eventually got all of the pieces of the Triforce in one place and was able to get my test rig to test Nintendo boards without a cabinet, and got the Donkey Kong board working, and the Popeye happened to be working. It just, the power supply and the monitor were dead in that one. So now we have good power supply, good board, and then this monitor, it does work, but I couldn't get it to get a good picture of Donkey Kong. So I'm gonna pull it, and then I'm gonna put this one that I rebuilt in there, and then we won't have to worry about that. Should have new power supply, new board, and new monitor. Not new, but fresh new. And then, so that one's gonna be going into Popeye. And that one, same thing, rebuilt a power supply. I looked over the board. I think I changed the caps, but this one didn't have any like weird traces or any bad ROM files on the EEPROMs or anything like that. The board was actually really clean looking. I did go ahead and cap it, and then I have this monitor, so this one should be, aside from wiring and everything, should be good to go. And the monitor that's in this one already had, I think this is the one, had some kind of disaster with the audio amp, and they ripped it out when it started hollering. What's it say? To Hawk board play. Okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna get that one out, and hopefully we can get sound back in that one by putting a monitor that's not demolished. And then I need help on this one. This one's mine and going to my house. They're tired of fooling with it. This one was one we got in a bulk buy. He kind of threw it in for me, and then they were excited to have it, so we tried to get it going. And I just went ahead and bought it off of them. At the moment, there's a little bracket that holds this bar up right here somewhere, and it broke, or it didn't break off, but it fell out. So I need to put that back in, and that's what I'm waiting on here, because I need to put this playfield back down, and then as soon as I can do that, we're gonna move it over to my house. So this week sometime, because we're gonna be taking games to Comic-Con, so we're gonna be running the truck around. Everybody shits on this game. I always liked it, but I played it as like I was playing a Street Fighter arcade game, not really like Pinball. And any game where I can win free games, I liked. And this guy here, this is the other Virtua Fighter, and it works. The monitor has collapsed, and I can't get this thing out at this angle by myself. It's still kind of plugged in and everything in the back, so I have to pull it straight out and then unhook it and then walk away from the game. So I need one of the guys to help me. I'm almost always by myself, so stuff like that ends up on the back burner. And let's see what else we have going on. Okay, here's the Junior board. It's working. There's the video pinout. That's one of the Donkey Kong PCBs. So I have that one and another one that are mine in that box. Then we have this one from the warehouse, and then we have that one that actually came out of the cocktail machine. And this one, I do believe, if it had its original ROMs, would have had the ladder cheat in it. It's that old. But I think that should get you guys caught up. I have the Batman pinball and the Lethal Weapon 3 pinball at my house. So those will be at my Kansas City house, I should say. So those will be the midweek videos and stuff that I'll be working on aside from projects and stuff up here. And today I'm getting the do-it-yourself crane claw machine kit from Holland Computers. I did a video series on it before, and I get tons and tons and tons of questions and lots of views on it. And it must be a lot more difficult than I expected. And I didn't do a very good job on that one. And not because I you know, just didn't do a good job. It was just early in my YouTube career. So I didn't really know what I needed to focus on. So we're gonna do that really in depth. I'll try not to drop them all at once so that you guys get killed on one subject. But anyway, enough rambling. I will keep you posted, and hopefully now I have internet at the new place. I have stuff to work on at the new place. I just need some lamps so we can see. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Paid for it. Dance. Yeah. I don't know about that. These two right here are going to be ground and 5 volt. So what do we get here? Did I not turn the game on? I didn't turn the game on. I guess that would help. Hang on.
Here it is. A nice little trade. The person I traded got what they wanted. I got what I wanted. And a pretty good deal on it too. Super hang on. What I want.
That comes later.
Yeah.
Okay. It's on fire.
What happened? Whoa.
Lots of smoke.
Well, that's bad.
Yep. Well, thanks for watching.
When you take care of people, people take care of you in this community.
That's the truth.
So everyone, please remember that. Even if we're competitors, we're not enemies.
Okay, you think can you shoot the screen? All right. You gotta pump this thing. If you run out of bullets, almost knocked you over. All right, get ready. Shoot one of them circles. Shoot one of them circles. Pull the trigger. This one, right here. Yeah, shoot. All right. Aim it. Get ready. There they are. Shoot them. Shoot them. Shoot them.
I missed.
You didn't even aim. Here, you want me to show you how?